In the nerd hobby of tabletop role-playing games, we draw a lot of people with a lot of issues. We draw people in that will have mental issues like depression, or people that say stutter. And we draw in a lot of shy people to the hobby. People that are jaded, they have a hard time making friends. Many of them will never get to play a game like this, or if they do, it's limited. Maybe they only had a few experiences, and they have a hard time getting around and taking part in the hobby. Many of them, out of some desperation to get into a game, they'll hide these issues, and they won't tell the people that they're talking to about them pretty much until it's like last minute, or they express it, right there without warning. And I am not criticizing them for doing that. I totally get it. I understand the desperation to get into a game and be accepted. I have a secret for you that might make it easier for you to join a game and convince people that you would be fun to game with, that it would benefit a group to have you there. And here is the secret. Don't be a dick. Don't be mentally lazy. When the session starts, you turn yourself on. You become a player. And you mentally separate that from who you were before or after the session. And when you become a player, you listen to what the game master says, and you're there to help. Not be a rules lawyer, not to get in people's way, nothing like that. And when it comes to dealing with the other players, you're there to be social, not to own the conversation, not to give people heat, and you're there to be open-minded. So when anybody says anything to you, you have to click it in your head. I can't just get mad and blow up. I have to force myself to be open about this. Even if there is something wrong, I can't be screaming in the middle of a session. If you have issues, you would take it to the Game Master afterwards. But here's my point. If you do all that, first, here's some good news. You will enjoy that experience. If you haven't already done that, do that. Focus on becoming that kind of person. You'll enjoy yourself. I promise you this will not be a bad experience, because you'll like the reaction you're getting from the other players and the Game Master. And guess what? Those people will look forward to gaming with you again. And the more you get to know people, the more your confidence builds up with those people, and your socializing with them outside of the game will become easier. But to get in, make sure you're bringing something good to the table. And here's the good news. When you know you can do that, you'll become more confident, and you'll take more risk. You'll be less shy, and you'll try to get in other games. Now, just to let you know, I have ran for depressed people. I have ran the game for people with mental issues. I ran the game for people with stuttering issues. And I have had success with them and for them. And the big secret I taught every player that came into my game with such issues is make yourself somebody other people want to play with, and the other players will be happy to see you at every session. And no, I'm not saying any of this is easy, but you have to work towards it. It will become easier as you do it, but you got to do it. You can't just dismiss what I'm saying and say, oh, it's not that easy, Condor. What does that mean? It's not that easy, Condor. You're not going to do it? No, do it. Don't go into the game having an attitude when you have these issues. Don't drag all this negativity with you, right? Don't do that. Right? These are social games. No matter how you are, no matter what your attitude is, if you can't adjust to that and make it that people want to game with you, then this hobby's not for you, even if you don't have any issues. Anyway, for now, take care.